In lesson 2, we're continuing on with the idea of ratios, and this one's an exploratory challenge. I'm just going to kind of get you set up, and then you would be going on to finish any exercises. So in this exploratory challenge, it says a t-shirt manufacturing company surveyed teenage girls on their favorite t-shirt color to guide the company's decisions about how many of each color t-shirt they should design and manufacture. The results of the survey are shown here. So you'll notice that above each color there's a number of X's, and that just shows how many girls chose that as their favorite color. So we're going to start with describing a ratio relationship, and this is using ratio words to describe a ratio. So it's taking a ratio and writing what it means in words. So in the describe a ratio relationship in the context of this survey, for which the ratio is 3 to 5. So we want to find a color that has 3 X's and a color that has 5 X's above it. So if we look, we see that orange has 1, 2, 3, so this would be an orange ratio, to pink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now what this relationship means is that for every 3 girls that chose orange, there were 5 girls who chose pink. Don't mind my grammar here. Okay, so we've got for every there were or there are. So we do. Okay, so it's important to use those ratio words for every, there are, or there were. If we have a total, so let's say it was 3 to 5 and 5 was a total number, we would kind of word it differently. So I just want to show you this. I know it's not what it's specific to this problem, but if it was 3 orange and 5 total people, or 3 that chose orange and 5 that were in the survey total, we would word that as 3 out of every 5 girls chose orange. So depending upon what your information is, you may use the words for every, there are, if it's a part-to-part ratio, where it's just 2 different pieces of information, pink and orange, or white and green, or whatever. But if you're dealing with a total, you use those out of every words. Okay, so that's what distinguishes between those in a ratio relationship. Okay, so the next one just continues the same picture, but now it's asking us to plug in the numbers based on the information. So it says for every blank white t-shirts they manufacture, they should manufacture blank yellow t-shirts. The ratio of the number of white t-shirts to the number of yellow t-shirts should be. So it's just asking us to use the line graph here to figure out the different numbers. So white t-shirts, if you look, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white. And yellow is the next one they asked about, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're asking us for the ratio of white t-shirts to yellow t-shirts. And I'm just going to use a colon for these because it'll fit nicely in this box. So 7 to 4. So now it's asking for every blank yellow t-shirts they manufacture, they should manufacture some number of white. Same numbers that we've used for yellow, 7 white. And now the order is changing. So now it's yellow to white. So yellow is 4, white is 7. The ratio of the number of girls who liked white t-shirt best to the number of girls who liked a colored t-shirt best was. So now this is a little different. So white stands alone here, so we can use the same number of white that we had, which is 7. And then we want to look at the colored shirts. So that's everything else besides white. So we've got red, blue, green, pink, orange, and yellow. So we would want to count all of those X's. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is a 7 to 19 ratio of white to colored shirts. Okay, the next one is for each red shirt they manufacture. So we're going to look at red. They should manufacture some number of blue. So now this is saying for each red, because there's only one red, and we will say for each something if it's one, or for every something if it's one. And then when we look at blue, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. Okay, and if we're doing a ratio of the number of red t-shirts to the number of blue t-shirts, that would be 1 to 4. So this piece is important, that for each or for every means 1. They should purchase blank bolts of yellow fabric. So again, we're just looking at yellow to be 4 for every blank bolts of orange fabric. And orange is 3 if you count the X's. So the ratio of the number of bolts of yellow fabric to the number of bolts of orange fabric would be 4 to 3. The ratio of the number of girls who chose blue or green, so that means both of them put together, as their favorite to the number of girls who chose pink or red as their favorite was. So we're going to look at blue and green combined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to look at pink and red combined. So red was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a 6 to 6 or a 1 to 1 ratio because I can divide both by 6 to simplify it. Here's a total problem. 3 out of every t-shirts they manufacture should be orange. The ratio of the number of orange t-shirts to the total number of t-shirts should be. So again, that out of every tells us we're talking about a total. So we're going to do orange first, which is 3, and then we're going to count the total. When we count our total, we include orange. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So it's a 3 to 26 ratio.